Everybody to take a look, and I want to make it very clear when I say swan boats, there's no real animals involved. These are swans that people, man or woman made.
Streaker, let's go.
Oh my God!
That's where they are, right there. They've been owned by the same family for over 100 years. How about that? That's a great ride, though. I wish they were open so people. Everybody's been on the duck list would like to be there, but not open yet. So we talked about the landfill. Let me show you the difference between landfill and real land. So take a look at the public eye. See how flat that is? It's flat. There's no hills, there's no valleys, there's nothing over here. It's flat. This is landfill. I'm going to show you the real land when we go around the corner. But when you think about landfill, remember the Trinity Church? You know how big that is? Well, why didn't it sink? Wouldn't you think if they built it, it would sink? I do. Well, yeah. Okay, so us Bostonians are wicked smart again, all right? What we did was we looked at it and we said, we can't have things like this sinking. So they went to Maine. And what they found in Maine was they're called spruce trees. Spruce trees look just like a telephone pole. And they're called pilings. And under that big Trinity Church we saw, that sits on 4,502 pilings to make sure it doesn't sink. The Arlington Street Church, right there, remember the Tiffany windows that we looked at? That sits on 999 pilings so it doesn't sink. And every few months they check the water underneath both those churches to make sure it's not going to damage the pilings, which it would. And so far so good. We've had a really good run with those. And we hope our churches never sink. So the difference between landfill and real land. Again, we said flat, Boston Public God, Boston Common, real land. Take a look and see the hills. That means it's real land. You want this close? You want this close?
I like
if there's too much wind on it, you don't need to.
If I
I can
sleep,
grab it from here.
will you take a picture?
Perfect.
Please don't. Please don't.
So when we talk about what happened with the Back Bay and filling it into what it is today, this was the shoreline before the project was started, right where we're standing right now. And you would be sitting on the shore, everything like the beach. San Francisco must have great beaches.
No.
Really?
Freezing.
Well, what you'd be doing before the landfill project, you'd be sitting right here with your umbrella and your blanket, just enjoying the sun at the shoreline. This is where the project started. Landfill, real land. You get another look at the production statues right there. You know the gentleman who wrote that? He wanted to learn how to draw ducks. So you know what he did? He went and he bought 6 ducks.
Artie,
and they lived in his apartment with him.
wake him up.
He learned how to draw ducks. You know what he did? He wanted to draw ducklings next. So he said, I'm going to go get 6 ducks. He had 12 ducks living in his apartment with him. That's not a very good thing to do, right? Anyone ever heard of Beacon Hill? It's on the news all the time. This is Beacon Hill in Boston. We just turned onto it. Take a look at all the houses here. Now, if you live in a house, you probably own your house, right? Well, these are all single-family houses, multi-million-dollar houses. Wow. But you cannot change anything on the front without going in front of the Boston Historical Commission. And if they say no, it's no. You cannot change that. Not neat. There's a merry-go-round or a carousel right there. Again, there's Boston Common on your right. You're going to love this one. You should have come in the winter. But see this right here? That's called the Frog Pond. The Frog Pond in the winter is an ice skating rink. You could skate all day if you like, but when it gets hot in Boston, it's probably the same in San Francisco. It gets really wicked hot, right? Yeah.
San Francisco
In the
doesn't.
summer, that's a splash pad. So anybody can go on splash pad and just kind of relax when it's really hot out. And I have to tell you, they say, oh, it's all for the kids. I see an equal amount of adults on there when it gets really hot in the summer. Let me tell you, see, there's a playground there too. Like you see some good slides over there. And let's go in, take a look at what's going on here. Something interesting. The woman just got walked out of her car. We don't know what's going on there, but it's probably none of our business anyways. So let me see, I want to ask you a couple questions. We're going to see a door, and I'm going to point it out to you. It's an apartment, one of these houses, that a gentleman named Frederick Tudor lived in. Now you're going to have to listen to this one, because San Francisco is warm, so is Boston in the summer. Frederick Tudor found a way to take ice, pack it in sawdust, and ship it to the Caribbean. And that's his house right there on the left, where that person's standing. But he got ice from here to the Caribbean all frozen. He made millions and millions of dollars on that. The statue of John Fitzgerald Kennedy right there, see it? Running. Yeah, it is. Take a look at the Massachusetts State House again. Look at the dome. Anyone see the movie Glory? Take a look on your right. This is a memorial to Robert Gould Shaw in the 54th all-black, all-volunteer regiment in the Civil War.
Nice.
What that statue shows, they would not let that regiment fight because of their color. Well, Robert Gould Shaw said, you know what? I'm a white man. I don't care. I'm taking the regiment. And they went to the Civil War to fight. So that's a memorial to him. Look at this lady sitting up here. She was a Quaker. That's Mary Dyer. Mary Dyer. Now, you know the Puritans were very, very strict on their religion. Mary Dyer came here as a Quaker, and the Puritans said to her, you will become a Puritan. And she said, no, I won't. And they said, get out. And she went back to Rhode Island. Came back again. And they said, oh, you're going to be a Puritan? She said, no. And they said, get. Third time she came back, you know what they did to her? For her religious beliefs, they hanged her. Yes, they did. They hanged her in Boston Common. Now, they left England because of their religious beliefs. She is one of our main reasons for religious freedom. On your left, this is where the greatest number of black Americans live. It's a Black Heritage Trail. You can sign up down there. Take that. Take a look at these street lights here. Look at the street lights. Everybody take a look. You wonder why they're on in the middle of the day? It's not even noontime and we got street lights on. Those street lights are gas powered. What we used to have in Boston was they called lamp-lighters. And lamp-lighters would come around in the morning and shut those off. And then the end of the day, they'd come and turn them back on. Well, I'm going to use a modern term because someone somewhere was kind of crunching the numbers. Is this cost effective or no? They decided it wasn't. But just leave them on all day. Why have all these people running around town shutting them off and turning them on? Didn't make sense. So now they're on all the time. Anybody drink coffee? Are you too young to drink coffee?
Not a lot of people here.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the age is for coffee here.
I drink a
Dunkin'
little.
Donuts. Has anyone been into Dunkin' Donuts? You ever been in San Francisco?
A lot.
So they started in a place called Quincy, Massachusetts. It's the next city south here. 1950 was the first Dunkin' Donuts. Now, can you? No, yeah, it's still there. Yeah. Oh no. She's saying she thought it started in New York.
No, because there's a Dunkin' every 2 stories.
There's more than 100 in the city of Boston. Yeah, think about that. There's more than 100 Dunkin' Donuts. We love our Dunkin' Donuts here.
I need to
But
capture
let me tell
lives
you,
in
first one is
basic
1950, a little bit south of here, in Quincy, Massachusetts. But can I tell you a secret? Everybody has to keep my secret because people in Boston will not like me if they find out this about me. I do not drink coffee. Don't say it too loud. I don't. Okay? I like my I kind of make I like I'm getting coffee. I go in there once in a while to get munchkins. You like munchkins?
Yes, sir.
But I don't drink coffee. You wanna know why I don't drink coffee? Well, when I was working with John Fitzgerald Kennedy, there was a thing called the Cuban Missile Crisis. And it was a big, big crisis. He and I for days were just going, run. And I'm translating. He's talking, I'm translating. I'm right behind him. Well, there was what they called, it was known as the button which could start World War III. We both came this close to pushing that button, and we never should have. It was so caffeinated. So John Fitzgerald Kennedy and I sat down, and he said, make a pact, no more coffee for me and him. So that's Dunkin' Donuts. And if you like coffee, now I want to remind everybody, if you drink your coffee, you ask for regular coffee. In Boston, you're going to get milk and sugar. And what I hear from other parts of the country is black if you offer regular. Okay. So, and another thing, don't think we're crazy. If you're here in the middle of the winter, we drink iced coffee all year. Not me, but we drink iced coffee all year round. And when you see us drinking iced coffee, a good percentage of the people that live here in Boston wear shorts in the middle of the winter. If it's freezing, you see iced coffee, and when I say shorts, I mean shorts, cut off pants.
Americans are immune to cold.
Notice no orange shorts. Those are shorts, okay? So there's no regular coffee that's black and white. I'd like to draw your attention. See this building, brick building? Anyone study the Underground Railroad? Yeah. So I don't have to tell you what that is. I think it's the first story I have to tell people what that is. I'm glad I got a smart group here. So this was one of the safe houses from the Underground Railroad. Yeah, cool. And I'm just going to very quickly say it provided safe passage to Canada from the South to any freed black Americans or enslaved black Americans who might have escaped. They can come to a safe house like this. And there was multiple safe houses from the South up to Canada. Slavery was illegal in Canada. So this is where people were given houses. They were not given houses. They were given clothing, housing, food, and safe passage to Canada. Yeah. I'd like to see what everybody's pointing at. What's everybody pointing at?
Oh, we have an economics teacher named Mr. O'Connell.
Oh, like what?
So where's O'Connell?
Oh, I'm thinking, is it good or bad? What are we gonna do? Okay, for the architects on board,
What? Where's O'Connell way?
on your right, this is a type of architecture called brutalism. Right there. You can look at it, you can decide whether
Ha.
you think it's
Yeah, you're right.
called brutalism. Anyone see The Departed? Okay, who saw The Departed?
Ben Affleck.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's Matt Damon, Mark Wahlberg?
Yes. See? Did you see the place where Matt Damon, Leonardo DiCaprio rented the stairs in the police headquarters? Well, those stairs are right there on your right.
Wow!
Yeah, filmed in Boston. Over here. And if you look at that, you can't even walk up there. Look at the top. It doesn't go anywhere. Alright? It doesn't go anywhere. But the one thing who's in that was Mark Wahlberg, remember? They're from Boston.
flag.
I didn't catch him when he was here filming that movie, but I'm still looking for this guy. I still want to work with him. I think that'd be fun.
He's filmed quite a few things here, right?
They're filming one right now in Quincy, Mass.
Hello,
They had all
yellow.
the SWAT teams out. And I drove by, but there was no, like, you know, when the SWAT event, it's like, oh my God, what's going on? They were just kind of, and I see all these armored vehicles.